What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with the nationwide spike on food prices that we're seeing right now. If you've been watching my recent videos, we just went over how there's the ban on rice coming from India, and we're seeing this in multiple different things with Russia not allowing grain to come out of Ukraine now, which affects literally hundreds and hundreds of different products. Same thing with the rice not coming from India, literally affecting thousands of different products. And even with maybe if the United States doesn't necessarily get some of those products, it raises the price of every single item that gets that or that needs rice or grain because these are traded on a global scale. Okay, so the price of rice, the price of grain is literally skyrocketing here day by day, and this is causing panic worldwide on these prices. And we're seeing a couple more problems here that are developing a couple different ways. Take a look at this. Number one, dock workers at key Canadian ports have rejected a labor deal, creating further trade uncertainty. And a lot of this stuff comes from Canada down to US. Okay. And this is a significant delay. This is think of supply chain problems, supply chain delays. We've seen this last year with all those ships off of the West Coast, literally just sitting there waiting. Well, this is starting to affect us now here again. And this makes prices go up, up when they can't get the goods in. And now we're seeing here literally almost everything on the west coast of Canada not able to come into the United States because the dock workers are refusing to work. We're going to see potentially another problem here as well as the Teamsters, even though they have tentatively agreed to a deal with UPS, we're already starting to see some cracks in the deal that it may fall through. Saying, quote, Teamsters agreement a bad deal for UPS. And again, the same type of thing. This could cause significant delay in packages, significant price increase in anything that is shipped. They handle over 1/3 of all shipping for the United States. And this would again raise the cost of anything shipped in the United States and supply chain problems. And we're already seeing here some part-time UPS workers saying the historic contract falls short. And when it comes time to actually vote on this, that some of the unions are going to vote no. And we've seen this same problem with the railroad strike. And when it actually came time to vote, a lot of the railroads actually voted no, and they had to go back to the negotiating table. And we've seen a massive, massive problem with this. Okay, they thought they had a deal, and then when the workers thought about it, they realized it really wasn't that good of a deal for a lot of the people. And this is what maybe some of the workers are thinking now. And remember, there's 340,000 workers there. So it's not like UPS can go out and just hire 340,000 people overnight. It's impossible to hire that many people to try to do that across the country. It's just nearly almost impossible. But what the workers are saying here, the deal must be ratified by the UPS's 340,000 union workers, most of whom are part-time, and some of whom say it wouldn't fix decades of falling pay in a physical, exhausting job. Those workers are calling for a no vote on the agreement and raising the possibility that ratification will fail. Quote, a lot of us are frustrated and disappointed, said Jose Francisco, a package handler in Anaheim, California, who's been working for UPS for 25 years, who also works part-time as a classroom assistant, I guess because his pay is not enough, and is part of a contingent of workers pushing for $25 hour minimum for part-timers. He says, quote, $21 an hour is still poverty pay. It's $1.50 more than the in and out, which is a 2-minute drive away. Is that really going to move the needle for you? Are you still going to be working 2 or 3 jobs? Are you still going to be on government assistance? You have to fight big, and I don't think we fought big. Yeah. Peter Lingsko, a part-time package sorter working in Chicago, called the agreement a, quote, sellout, and said it doesn't address long-standing pay disparities between full and part-time workers, saying, quote, there has been a very loud rank and file movement of part-timers across the country demanding a realignment of wages for what is a brutally difficult job. I'm preparing to go to the mat for it in a no vote. And part-time workers actually make up the majority of unionized UPS Teamsters, leading the negotiations, being called the unsung heroes. These part-timers work in warehouse sorting packages, loading and unloading trucks, and complaining about unstable hours, warehouse injuries, and brutal heat and dust and grime. In the middle of July, it's sometimes cooler outside than it is inside. Who has worked in Oklahoma City facility for 11 years. Quote, my skin will get itchy when I'm at work. My nose itches real bad. And at the end of the day, I blow my nose and the snot comes out black. Yikes. Yeah, those working conditions sounds like archaic working conditions from 100 years ago. Remember, one of the things they're trying to negotiate is air conditioning in their trucks. And with the heat we've had, I don't blame them. That's literally ridiculous. I have a headline here that says, in different parts of the country, this was from like a day or two ago, more than 150 million Americans on heat alert in 35 different states. It's been brutal. 30 days of over 110 degrees Fahrenheit in Phoenix, but an expected monsoon rains could cool the historically hot southwest. Imagine being a UPS worker and you're in Arizona or Texas or Florida, or California, any hot state. It's been hot almost everywhere, right? Of course, the weather can vary on any given day or so. But imagine 30 days of over 110 degree Fahrenheit and you're in a job with no air conditioning in your truck and you have to get out of your truck and run back and forth with, delivering your packages all day long, every single day, and you don't even have air conditioning in your truck. Yeah, that's brutal. And remember, $20 an hour, 40 hours a week is, $40,000 a year, if my math is correct. Yeah, it's 40,000 a year for 50 weeks, so a little bit over that, 42,000 a year, and the average salaries nowadays are in the 50,000 range. So that's below even the average salary for a brutal job. I don't blame these guys. I don't blame these guys. And they should be negotiating higher salaries. This comes as UPS had just had record profits of hundreds of billions of dollars. They got the money. They got the money. It's not like they don't have the money. So, more power to them. These are the people that are living and dying and breathing and the backbone of our country, right? So when you see a UPS worker, a mail worker, thank them for their job. They're out there, out every day, average everyday people. So, let me know your thoughts on this. And, this is crazy. And meanwhile, we just see prices going up and up and up and up, but it's just part of the ecosystem, right? Yeah. So let me know your thoughts on the matter. I'll keep you up to date here with everything going on here in our country and around the world on a daily basis. If you haven't yet, click the subscribe button down below and the bell icon so you don't miss out on any new videos that come out here on our YouTube channel every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, thanks for liking and sharing these videos. Here's my most recent video with Colonel Tony Schaefer, a really good video there. We talk about the war and everything going on here. Or you can click here to see my most recent video of the government introducing bans that are starting here actually within a day or so. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.